Well, thank you all tonight. It's a great honor and privilege to be here as a congressional candidate. It's a long time I've been involved with public office. I was a local elected official for many years, along with my fellow congressional Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence. I was mayor in Saline. And I'm fortunate to get elected with a lot of help from a lot of people here to the State House in 2012. And we defeated an incumbent Republican. Some of you might have remembered that race. So, I ran for State House because, I worked hard. We all worked hard in all of our communities across the state to make a better place for our kids, for our families, for our environment. And we were getting a raw deal in Lansing. And I was really upset about it. I know all of us were really upset about it. So we worked really, really hard to try to get the majority in 2012. Got close, and then we worked really, really hard last year to get the majority. And I also worked alongside some of our women competitive seats, what I call shared the love, that was shared with me in 2012, and tried to work hard to teach people on how to run a competitive campaign, to share the things that I learned. And I was really fortunate about that. And the bad part was we didn't get the kind of votes that we needed. We didn't get enough votes to get a majority in the House. But we learned a lot. And I got sort of fed up again, which is kind of what happens. We get fed up and we get angry, we get frustrated, and we want to do something about it. So that's why we're all here tonight, right? We're frustrated. We believe in a better Michigan for all of us. So the 7th Congressional is an interesting district. As mayor and state rep, I've had experiences with different candidates. I was very fortunate to have Mark Schauer as my congressperson when I was mayor. And I know that we have the potential in the 7th Congressional to elect a Democrat, because we know that if we work hard enough, we can get a Democrat back in that seat. And we are working very hard every day to get a Democrat back in that seat. Because if we get the Democrat back in that seat, we also will get more Democrats in the House, because there's 6 swing district seats in the House that could become Democratic seats. And I know some of my fellow House Democrats are really anxious, just like I am, to get that majority back in the House so we can do the things that we need to be doing for the people in the state of Michigan and for the environment in Michigan, because it's really important for our future. So I had some really good news this week that I wanted to share with you. Mr. Wahlberg, the incumbent, some of you may not know him yet. The incumbent was just put in the top 20 most vulnerable incumbents in the country by the Republicans. Now, this is something that we knew. We all know that he's vulnerable. As Democrats, we know he's vulnerable because we know he doesn't represent our Michigan values. So to have the Republicans put him in the top 20 national most vulnerable incumbents is just reassuring in a lot of ways to us Democrats. However, it's very challenging because that raises the bar, right, for my work, because I have to continue to outraise him financially. I am working with a lot of people, and we did outraise him in our first quarter, which is one reason he's vulnerable. We're continuing to work every day to outraise him in the second quarter. And I just want you to know that we do have a very strong team that's working very hard. We've had wonderful support from our leadership in DC, and I know everyone's here tonight. I'm sorry, I'm late because I had to go back to Lenawee County because their annual fundraiser is tonight also. And everybody in Lenawee County is really excited. That's where Mr. Wahlberg is right now. That's where his home is. And we know that we can defeat him, and we can bring the true Michigan values to Washington and have somebody that's really going to work for the people of Michigan, that are going to work for our children and for our working families. So I appreciate your time and giving me the opportunity to talk about our race. Please jump on board. It is a national race. It will stay a national race. We're working hard. I have a track record. I've run against incumbents every time, and I've won. So please support us. Thank you.